The Gulf of Tonkin Incident, 1964. On a stormy night in August 1964, the U.S. Navy destroyer USS Maddox was patrolling the dark waters of the Gulf of Tonkin, off the coast of North Vietnam. The crew, tense and alert, picked up radar signals that seemed to show enemy torpedo boats closing in. Suddenly, the calm was shattered. The Maddox opened fire, and North Vietnamese boats returned with torpedoes. The sea became a blur of explosions, tracer fire, and confusion. When the smoke cleared, the Maddox remained afloat, claiming to have driven off the attackers with minimal damage. 2 nights later, alarms sounded again. Radar screens lit up with blips, sonar operators reported torpedoes in the water, and sailors believed they were under attack once more. The Maddox and another destroyer, the USS Turner Joy, fired wildly into the dark sea. But this time, no wreckage was found, no enemy boats confirmed. Some crew members even wondered aloud if the attack had ever happened at all. Back in Washington, however, the reports painted a clearer, if misleading, picture. The Johnson administration presented the incidents as unprovoked aggression against the United States. President Lyndon B. Johnson went before Congress, declaring that America had been attacked on the high seas and that a strong response was needed. Congress swiftly passed the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, granting Johnson broad authority to use military force in Vietnam without a formal declaration of war. For Americans, this moment became the turning point. Before the incident, U.S. involvement in Vietnam had been limited, mostly advisors, supplies, and support for South Vietnam. After Tonkin, the war escalated rapidly. Within months, tens of thousands of American troops were deployed, beginning a conflict that would consume the next decade. Yet, in the years that followed, questions began to surface. Declassified documents and testimony revealed that the second attack on August 4 may never have occurred at all. Radar blips could have been phantom signals, torpedo reports mistaken echoes. Some historians argue that the incident was exaggerated, or even manipulated, to justify deeper involvement in Vietnam. For the American public, this revelation was deeply unsettling. The Gulf of Tonkin incident, once presented as clear-cut aggression, became a symbol of government deception and the dangers of rushing into war. Families who sent their sons to fight in Vietnam began to wonder, was it all built on a misunderstanding, or worse, a lie? The Gulf of Tonkin is heart-touching because it shows how a single night of confusion at sea set in motion years of bloodshed, sacrifice, and division. For the sailors on board, it was a terrifying moment in the dark. For America, it was the doorway into a war that would change the nation forever.